Quick, there's a Royale in the realm. We went inside at Xbox, and it's a bird. It's a plane. And no, it's just an X in the cloud. This is Achievement Hunting 101. Hello and welcome to Achievement Hunting 101. Class is now in session for level 33. Alright, so we have an awesome show and a packed one for you guys. Inside Xbox dropped a bunch of great stuff today. But before we get to all of that, there are some people I want to introduce. Joining me, I have Nate. How's it going?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty well. Question. What's your favorite achievement you've unlocked this week or your best gaming moment?
Ooh, I don't know if I've unlocked any achievements this week. It's been a rough work schedule lately.
Oh, you pulled a foof. Got it.
Yeah, did have my weekly gaming session last night, Monday night, with Mattism and Saucy Slingo, and we were trying our
what game?
This is Diablo. Sorry, Diablo Reaper of Souls, and we were doing our hardcore run. And I reminded everyone, hey, back up your saves. Let's go in. Let's do it. Let's get some progress. We were already level 30-ish, and we need to get up to 70. So we start off the night, and Saucy is telling us what he's doing, and then immediately proceeds to tell us that he has lost all his save data. He has lost his hardcore character, and we have to start from scratch. So we Mattism and I, basically being the good guys that we are, we headed off and started doing our hardcore runs while Saucy was troubleshooting, and we would throw out little suggestions to him. And he eventually got his old vanilla character back, which was a hardcore level of 30. He brought his guy in. We were playing, and we got a little aggressive. And we brought on too many mobs, and he died and lost that character. So it was a good night. It was a very good night. So just a reminder, back up. Make sure you have a valid thumb drive that is not corrupt, and make sure you've got some backups. So
just Saucy Slingo.
Save early, save often.
Yeah, just Saucy. Saucy is the one that had the brunt of issues last night. It's great.
I feel like you guys have been playing Diablo forever now.
We have. Actually, the save was from 2 years ago, which is when we were working on the vanilla. We took a big break between. So.
Oh, okay. This hasn't been going on. I was going to say, if you guys have been playing this every Monday, that's like about as bad as there's one guys that have been playing Borderlands 2 forever now.
Yeah, we took a big break.
Hate those guys.
We're gonna wrap up Reaper of Souls on the 360, and then make sure we're all at the same point, and we may have to do some catch up for Saucy now. And then we'll all just load up the X1 and just watch all the pops go off, because a lot of those achievements will carry over.
Oh, that's
the
nice.
X1 edition. Yeah, so it's gonna be like a fireworks display. So that should be fun.
The best. And also with me is L. How goes it?
Oh, man. Saucy Slingo. Have I mentioned lately that the Patriots suck?
At least not for 1 week.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Speaking of which...
That story you just told, Koosh, Diablo'd. Oh, my God. When I think of Saucy Slingo, I think of the Patriots and my blood boils.
Oh, boy. Speaking of which...
Yes.
How are you doing? Are you okay? I just saw
great.
that Odell Beckham Jr. got traded to the Browns, so R.I.P. in peace, the Giants.
I know, that's part of why I'm so butthurt right now. Butthurt, salty, whatever
Might be
the kids
another
say
reason.
these days. Well, besides my butt actually hurting, is that what you're saying?
Butt sex.
Can't say butt. He's going to censor if I say butt over and over.
Yes, because that would be great.
Because you're going to stick my tit in my... And that's it.
There you go. All right, then.
And that Kraft guy, the macaroni and cheese Kraft dude, the prostitution thing. Man, I just hate the Patriots.
All right. Well, okay, then. Just tell us how you really feel.
I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Until you mentioned Saucy Slingo.
Hey, I didn't do it. That was Koosh. Blame him. What have you been doing this week? You got anything good?
I have been completing Wakapeil on the 360. If I haven't mentioned that in the chat, I'm mentioning it now.
Another game I feel like everyone's been playing forever now.
Well, interestingly, on the 1, since it was games with gold, it is carrying a 3 ratio on the 1. But everyone who buys it on the 360, I would say, buys it with the intent of completing it, as opposed to the people on the 1 who just tried it out and decided they didn't like it or whatever. So that only has a 1.5 ratio, interestingly. I thought it was a good story, Kenny. The 360 doesn't have the DLC, and it's slightly easier if you're a big cheater like I am. You could pause it at any time and click on options and click on resize screen, and your health is refilled instantly. Quite honestly, I don't know how I would have beaten Kalaka without that trick. It still took forever doing that.
That reminds me.
Get good.
Rocker, you were saying to do that on Guacamelee too.
I think I was just joking.
Oh, I thought there was an Easter egg if you tried to do it.
Nah, well, I didn't try.
You have to play the game on Easter, I think.
There is an Easter egg, but it's not a cheat for a free life. No. You basically get that in the skill tree anyways.
Yeah, you can buy your way to that.
All right, but like you've heard, we also got Corey with us. What's your favorite gaming moment this week?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Mine is also from a Metroidvania title, and it comes from SteamWorld Dig. Yes, this game I've been playing started from the beginning of the month, pretty much, because March is SteamWorld month for me, and so I completed the game, and that
nice.
Thank you. That encompassed this one achievement that happens to be my best achievement ever in terms of TA. It's got a pretty good ratio, and it happens to be 200 gamer score, which pushes it up on the TA value. I have better ratios, but they're generally a lot smaller. Anyways, the achievement is called Master Prospector, and if you're not familiar with the game, it's a Metroidvania light quotations. I'm still not on that train, even after completing it. But essentially, there are 4 different achievements for when you beat the game, and they have to do with getting so much money, getting so many orbs, completing the game without dying, and completing the game in less than 2 hours and 30 minutes. So it has a speed run. This particular achievement, Master Prospector, is for getting all of those in the same playthrough. So that means not only collecting everything, but beating it fast and not dying. Now, luckily, you can dashboard when you die, because you only save the game when you travel back up to the hub world, if you will. And so I did use that little method to help me. I did 2 playthroughs of the game. The first playthrough was a blind casual run, and the second one was, I said my speed run is going to be the one I get everything in, so we're just going to do it. So I prepped for it, and I didn't plan on doing it all in one night per se, but that rush just got to me, and I just stayed up and I knocked it out. I prepped by watching a speed run during lunch that day, and I wrote down all of the upgrades that he bought, because you don't have to buy every one of them.
Right.
You do for another achievement, but I got that in my casual run, so I didn't need to do that for the speed run. And I could probably beat the game in like an hour and 20 minutes, so that gave me about an hour to go back through and grind for all the collectible stuff. And so yeah, it's a good achievement. It's almost at a 6 ratio, 5.85.
Yeah, that's a nice ratio.
Yeah, it being 200 gamer score in that ratio, it's almost at 1200 TA. So
yeah, that's killer ratio. That's awesome.
Yeah. So now I'm on to SteamWorld Dig 2.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
You need to answer the question now, Corey. You ready?
Ready.
Is SteamWorld Dig a Metroidvania?
No.
Ooh.
Why?
Is SteamWorld Dig a Metroidvania Lite?
Yes.
So does that count as a
Do you have a
Metroidvania?
why?
Then?
Yes. So, okay. If you were to play the game naturally, it would be more Metroidvania-like. But there happens to be an achievement called Sequence Breaker, and it requires you to destroy 2 of 4 things that you have to destroy before you get to the main boss. And it requires you to destroy those 2 things before you normally should. So if you're really good, you can use these particular wall jumps that speedrunners use. Or if you're not as good as that, you can wait a little bit and use what they call dynamite jumping, similar to grenade jumping in Halo. And you can get to these places, and I used that in my speedrun to speed up the game. But I was not required to go back to those spots in order to get those things doing it that way. Now, sure, it's called Sequence Breaker. I'm going out of the loop of the normal gameplay. But I didn't have to go back if I didn't want to collect all the gold for the achievement. So it's definitely Metroidvania Lite in my head.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
it's Metroidvania is, you don't have to go back and get everything. Like, you don't have to get all the missile tanks and such other games.
Well, okay. But in this one, you're required to get those 2 things before you can continue. And you can only get them through normal play if you don't do the little tricks after you get a certain ability. So I can see the Metroidvania-ness there, but like the map doesn't really call for Metroidvania-ness in my eyes based off other ones I've played.
Mm-hmm.
And then just for the fact, I guess a lot of Metroidvanias probably have skips and stuff where you don't have to get some upgrades. So I don't know. It's still Metroidvania Lite in my opinion.
Okay.
It definitely have the influences there.
Because speedrunning Metroidvania games, there's always, or oftentimes, are sequence breaking. So that's what I think.
Yes, but even if I didn't do that, okay, it would be very light on the backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, what say you, Koosh? Do you think it's Metroidvania?
Well, I still haven't finished the game. So I started it off this month. I think I dove it before, about a year ago or whatever. Then I actually started it this month to kind of, it's SteamWorld month. But then I got distracted, as I do.
As you do.
As I do. So I didn't get back to it right away. And so when I saw that Rocker completed it, I was like, dang, I'm really falling behind. So I can't really speak to whether or not it is a full Metroidvania. I get the sense that it's definitely on the borderline. But I'm waiting until I complete it to make that determination.
All right. Guess we'll come back to that later then.
I mean, I definitely am not going to declassify it now. I got the completion. So.
Yeah.
At least not
Let's
till
stop
after the month.
It's not doing anything crazy.
Recore can go.
About you, Kenny, did you play any games? Do you have any game stories?
I haven't played too many games this week other than the normal boosting stuffs. But the one game that I really had, and this is a little bit different than everyone else, I've been addicted to Wordament. I don't know what it is about the game, but I've really been playing it a lot and I've really been liking it. I started late Friday and I've gotten a ton of the achievements in it. And let's see, what level did I get up to in adventures? I think I'm up to like level 55 in adventure mode already.
And you're doing this on your phone?
Yeah.
Have you not had a lot of time to sit down with your console, maybe?
Probably. I really haven't had too much time, and it's just been like that perfect game to just kind of sitting on the toilet or been out or whatever. It's just like, well, let me do one puzzle. And then I do one puzzle and it's like, let me do one more. Oh, one more. Oh, I unlocked the bonus level. Now let me do that.
Well, and what we were doing yesterday with Titanfall, we were doing quit outs. So it's definitely a good game to play when you're just doing boring quit outs.
Oh, it was perfect for then. Except I was the one quitting out, and there may or may not have been times where I was too involved in a stupid game and forgot to just start searching again.
Oh, yeah, I know. No fooling us over there.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying that game.
You could barely master the English language, Kenny. How are you so good at Wordament?
Easy. Little words.
Ah,
He's playing.
Less with an extra S. Sell with an extra L.
The key is you have unlimited hints.
Brooke, how many H's in the?
2.
Oh, okay.
Just like there's 2 in Brooke Shields.
Oh, okay. Shields.
See, there you go. All right, but let's jump into this show, shall we? Let's get into this inside Xbox talk.
Ooh.
All right, so the first thing, all right, before we actually start talking about what they showed, what the heck, Microsoft? Their stupid conference didn't actually even work right. I missed the first bit of this because, Microsoft, the technology company, can't technology
Hold your phone, buddy.
on their own stupid streaming platform.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I would not put the blame all Microsoft in this one. I had 0 problems.
Yeah.
I tried on 3 different phones, an Android and
Your
2
volume was off?
iPhones, and then it finally worked on my iPad. No, surprisingly. I was turning up all the volumes, closing it out, getting it back in.
Because in the dumpster fire of the
Wi-Fi,
comments.
and I used my, data. Could not get it connected. The only thing that would work on is my iPad.
Did you
Don't
force
know.
quit Wordament, though?
I should have thought of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched it on my PC and it was fine. Mixer website. I tried to watch it on my phone while I was feeding the cat and the dog, and the audio wasn't working.
Yeah, exactly. The audio just was not working. It wasn't just me. If you looked at the chat, it was just a ton of people just saying no sound, no sound. The entire chat was just scrolling past super, super quick. But the first thing that they showed off, which I could watch, I didn't really hear, Minecraft the Game Pass. That's kind of cool. Although most of us have it, I'm probably one of the few that was too cheap to ever actually buy the stupid game, so I like that. And not to mention, it's also nice because this is like the title update king, so there's tons of achievements. I'm sure they're not done with that.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't have Minecraft for whatever reason, and you are into achievements, it's definitely one of the staple games in our catalog, and you should definitely check the backlog and go to when Waka talked about it with Elroy.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Or just ask Elroy
That was
for
a
help.
great one.
I mean, he's a master.
That's
now.
true. Elroy has offered to Sherpa anybody through Minecraft. I think he's he's an expert at it.
Without a doubt. So once again, Game Pass just keeps getting better. Great investment if you don't have it.
If you want actual help, I'm going to volunteer Kingsman to offer his world.
Oh, you're so sweet, Kingsman.
I'm volunteering.
That's so nice of you.
He told me before the show that he would volunteer up to 100 people, but that's it.
Oh,
no
that's
more.
so nice.
Now, do we know what version it is? Because if it's the Better Together one,
I don't think the other one is really a thing anymore.
No, that's the Xbox One version that he can help with. If you on Better Together, you will definitely. I would imagine that this would be on Game Pass. Yeah, Game Pass, which would then work.
I think he can help with
to
anything, dude.
Your PC, and then you can just download achievement worlds and then use those.
To be honest,
Not
I
to
don't
be
think
confused with
anything's been
Achievement
said yet. At least nothing that I've seen, especially since this just came out a few hours ago.
Now, is this the sort of game that benefits from a 2-person boost, or is this something where you can have multiple people just go and get it all done at the same time?
Have you not played Minecraft?
So I own them, but that doesn't mean I've played them.
All right.
He's got a tab open.
The old Minecraft, I mean, you can definitely do it all solo, but if somebody has it set up, you can join their world and get a lot of them relatively quickly, depending on how they set up their world. Kingsman, as El mentioned, has a very optimized world for, I believe, what is known as the Xbox One version, which I don't think is you can get anymore. I think if you download it, you get what they call just Minecraft, which interacts and does crossplay with all the other devices that it's on. So that's what I'm saying. If you have, if it's going to be play anywhere, and you can download it on your PC as well, you can actually download achievement worlds, and it's literally like you walk down the path, you look left, you do what the sign says, bleep bloop. You go up a little bit, you read the sign, you do what it says, bleep bloop. You can get
That's awesome.
like that. the ratios on it are insane, and you can get a lot of those achievements super easily with these pre-crafted worlds. And I can only imagine that the ratio is the same because it's Minecraft and every kid has it on their tag. So
gotcha.
It's going to be artificially inflated that way.
Mm-hmm.
A true, a legit completion would take you a lot of time. Even an achievement world is going to take you a minimum of 33 hours just because there's one achievement that requires it. But you can literally get 99% of the other achievements in like half an hour.
Gotcha. I was just unsure if this was going to be a good group boost game or if this is one you have to do, like, you have to pair off.
Yeah, this is definitely, if the achievement world things pans out, just do it solo. But otherwise, because you'd be playing for hours in order to build up and gather stuff.
Right.
What were you going to say, Al?
I was going to say both Michelle and I were in Kingsman's world, so I'm not sure if it's helpful or not, but Kingsman was there telling us what to do and helping and stuff like that, so in that aspect.
I guess it also depends how the world is set up. Like, maybe the world is set up where, like, each station has enough stuff for multiple people to do.
I think it was fine.
Okay.
Or you could just split up and do other things. There's so much to do.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely depends on what the achievement is, because some stuff you have to consume it, so obviously there would have to be enough for everybody to consume whatever that would be, and, you get it.
So, with Minecraft being a Xbox or Microsoft's first party game, you guys think this is going to be a permanent thing, or you think they're going to yank it in a few months?
With it being like the only announcement,
stop that.
With it being the only announcement to Game Pass today, and obviously Microsoft published, I think it's safe to say this will be a permanent addition. If you're asking me, so
that seems likely.
Well, it sounds like we can get it done, right? You can just slam it out. So.
Oh, for sure. I need to go back and do the latest title updates. I haven't been to it since the aquatic update, but yeah, you're gonna get some good TAs, some good gamer score from this game. If it's the version I'm thinking of, which I'm pretty sure it is.
Especially now that it's Game Pass, there's going to be that many more people that decide to hop on and check it out. Oh, I imagine you have played this quite a bit since you have kids.
Yeah. I still have no idea what I'm doing in it, so thankfully those signs help out. I had no idea how to even use a crafting table for the longest time. Those 5-year-olds know how to do it.
It's a perfect game for them.
You'll be really good at it once you get around to it.
Yay. Well, if nothing else, Koosh, you and I can go through it. We can try to figure out how to read signs and how to do this.
As long as there aren't too many H's, we should be okay.
I played the demo way back when, but I don't remember anything about that. Unless you guys have anything else you want to add to Minecraft.
Nah, I think we've been on it
I think if you're an achievement hunter, you've probably already sunk your teeth into Minecraft, at least the Xbox One version. So it'll be interesting to see if the addition to Game Pass ups its ratio even further.
Let's see, Minecraft. This ratio isn't quite as high as I thought it would be. It's still kind of high, but it's at 3 basically. I would have thought it would be higher.
But look at the TA on it. Those title updates are just woo.
I know. It's got like a 3. 6,300 divided by 2150 is about 3.
And you're good at words and math.
TA tells you the ratio right there.
I just look at that.
Actually, the Minecraft that I think that's going to be brought to this, the Game Pass is at, what is it at? Yeah, you're right. It's about a 3.
Math. All right, so there's also some games that are showed. Got a couple of trailers. First trailer, Division 2. Anyone that pique anyone's curiosity?
Insert snore.
All right.
Well, I'm interested in the game, but I'm not interested in the game at $60, plus $30.
Yeah,
I agree.
Fool me once, Ubisoft. Shame on me.
I'll be honest. All right, then. It looks cool. I was interested in the first. I have a friend give me the first one, and I never played it. But, yeah, it's about what I figured from us. Let's continue. I'm sure Elle wants this one. One Piece World Seeker. I'm sure you want that game, right? You're all about the anime.
Oh, yeah, totally, dude. What game is that again?
One Piece World Seeker.
One Piece. Oh, is that game with the Japanese stuff going on?
Every anime ever.
I was watching that part of the thing.
I know nothing about anime. I don't like anime, but let me describe what I saw. It looked like you're the Avatar. It looked like you're the Avatar dude, but your body is made of jelly.
Yeah.
Like in the Mr. Fantastic way.
And the main character is Gilligan, basically, right?
Okay, Koosh is a little bit closer. I don't see how you mean Avatar. I'm assuming you mean Last Airbender. I don't see that one.
Yeah, that one. He's bald, right?
No.
Well,
the Airbender is not One Piece. I haven't watched the show, so I don't know.
I don't know. I was driving at the time.
That seems safe. All right, next game, DayZ. Anyone interested in that?
Now that one does tickle my fancy a little bit.
Which one? Jay-Z?
Ugh, not that crap.
Is that the game that had the massive facial scar?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Now, it only interests me if a group of people were to play it. Now, this is one that I don't know much about the game, but it seems like free-to-play or Game Pass would benefit this game greatly.
I agree.
I definitely would not pay for it based off what I've heard. And the list is probably going to be atrocious, but I'd play it with a group. Sure.
I agree. I believe it's in game preview right now, and it's coming out very soon. I forget the date.
March 27th, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I was thinking late this month, early next, so that sounds about right. Yeah, it looks interesting. I don't know if I play her, though. All right. How about State of Decay 2? Now, this one's interesting. We are getting a new game mode, Make Your Own Apocalypse. That actually sounds kind of cool. The new game mode comes with higher difficulties and, even better, new achievements.
Are they tied to the difficulties?
I don't believe the list has been released yet, but I would be willing to say yes. There's 2 new difficulties. Shoot. I believe the first one is hardcore. I could be wrong on that one. But then the second one is nightmare difficulty. And that sounds hard. I don't know. I haven't played State of Decay. It's on the list, but yeah. I know a lot of people like it if you're into that kind of management, Left 4 Dead type things. Have you played it in State of Decay, yo?
Honestly, as soon as I heard all the issues that co-op was having where achievements won't pop for both people, that was enough for me to not play it.
I kind of figured. I don't know if that's been ironed out, but yeah, it was an issue at launch at least.
I want to say it has. I feel like I remember hearing someone say that that's all been taken care of. And that, because that was like one of their biggest priorities when it released, is getting the co-op ironed out. How about you, Corey? You play any State of Decay?
I tried the very first one. I didn't get very far into it, and I was pretty psyched about the second one. And I got a little further, but I never completed the campaign. It's a cool concept, but it loses me fast with the whole management aspect of it.
Next game, and this is my favorite, and I'm sure everyone knows why. Master Chief Collection. We got a bunch of news for this. First up, Master Chief Collection is coming to the PC. Yes! That's awesome news. Because with that, it's probably going to be a stack. I know. That's right. You get to play it some more. Now, I saw Mr. Rain Cloud Prue in the chat was hating the idea of another list. What do you guys say? You guys in for more Halo or no?
Well, being that there's a Canadian stack already that I'm never going to play, I'm okay not touching the PC one also. I've already sunk in, God knows what, 300-400 hours into the other one.
At least.
I have no desire to play the Halo 1 campaign again. Yeah. I'd be okay letting it go, honestly.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Well, you suck too.
And you'd probably really need a souped-up PC to play it as well.
Exactly.
That is fair. I would imagine Halo 2, you're going to need something pretty powerful for that one. Although I imagine what you're going to say. What about you, Corey?
That's a big no from Rocker there.
All right, so you hear it, folks. My co-hosts suck. So
I am excited for the next piece.
Why don't you focus on finishing the 1 version there, little foof?
Yeah, I want to see you and Prue go at it and see who's going to finish the
That was
MCC
several
PC.
months ago, and you've done Jack and
I've been
Squat.
working on it. I was playing it this week.
He's working on it offline.
No.
Wink, wink.
No, you were watching The Bachelor with Brooke. I know what you were doing.
God, no.
Watch out for his new podcast, Bachelor Hunting 101.
That sounds kind of amazing.
God. It's just
left.
me hitting my head against the wall. All right. But with that, Reach is coming. We are getting Halo Reach to the MCC, and it's a remastered version. Now, are you guys still on the suck train, or are you guys interested in that?
Is it coming to all MCC, so even the Xbox?
Yes, it's going to come to both, and it's actually coming in 2 parts. So as soon as it drops, the multiplayer is coming, and that will be free. That way, they're not splitting the community. Everyone will be able to play together. However, the campaign will be DLC, but if you have Game Pass, it'll add it for free.
Wow, look
More
at
reason
this.
to get Game
TA
Pass.
Preparing for this already, looks like. If you type Halo Reach into the search bar, you could see add-on, Halo, Master Chief Collection, Halo Reach Campaign, and Halo Reach Multiplayer are options.
Oh, nice. I have not checked for it. That was
funny how the
quick.
internet works.
Hey, we're on top of it. Yeah, Halo Reach is... I remember enjoying it.
It's good.
Oh my god, when did I play it? 2011, 2012, jeez. Yeah, it's another one of those where I've gotten in just about everything except for beating the game solo legendary. But
You can do it.
But if that came to MCC on the 1, I would definitely play it. Was that 2 players or 4 players? I think
It was 4.
It was 4 players, right? Okay.
Yep. The only ones that are 2 players is 1 and 2.
Okay. Those are the hardest.
Now, Halo Reach is the one with the infamous assassination achievement, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Freems. The bane of Freems' existence.
I swear I don't know how he had so
Red
much
had
trouble
problems
with
with it too.
Good, good.
Oh, that'd be
I
great.
remember not having problems with it. So
Same.
I know. I can't wait to record that.
Did they?
Everybody record that achievement and send it straight to Frame.
Did they come out with a patch that made it harder? Because I think I must have boosted it early on.
Not to my knowledge. I remember, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I got it in my second try.
It was my third.
Yeah, exactly. No. I probably tried for about 10 minutes to get it, but it's not as difficult as Free makes it out to
What
be.
was that one called?
The heck if I know.
You're talking about the assassination achievement?
Yeah. If they came to hear me beg, that's it.
Mr. Denied posted it earlier. You find it?
Yeah, if they came to hear me beg. Performed an assassination against an elite to survive a fall that would have been fatal. That's such a stupid achievement.
I got it in August of 2012.
I kind of like it.
So 2 years after the fact, so...
I got it September 21st, 2010.
I'm definitely excited to try it and then send Freem that recording.
Oh man.
Yeah.
When Freem hears this in December, he's going to be so mad.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll get the campaign. That'll be DLC. If you have Game Pass, you get it free. And I would imagine it would be along the lines of ODST, where if you bought it originally, it's a free add-on, but they did not say that. All they said was it would be free with Game Pass.
Yeah, I think they called it a premium add-on, but like you mentioned, it is included with the Game Pass copy.
I doubt it will be free. I think the ODST thing was kind of an apology for how bad MCC was at launch.
That's also very plausible. The other thing that unfortunately is coming with this is firefight. I hate the firefight in this.
What is firefight?
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
It's like Horde. You know what Horde is?
It's
Oh,
the
perfect.
Halo Horde
Done.
mode.
What?
It's like Frontier Defense.
Okay.
Yes. Sure. We'll go with that, but without the giant
Basically,
robots.
waves of enemies come and you have to kill them.
I hate firefight, and I'm really, really hoping there are no achievements attached to this.
I like Firefight, but Endure was just too much. But I liked the idea of it.
Yes, that one was so hard to endure.
What is Endure?
Endure was in ODST.
Yes.
You basically had to survive for like 2 hours.
That sounds horrible.
And you had to... I forgot exactly what it was. It was a certain wave you had to get up to. But it was one of those things where the beginning was so easy and boring. So the first hour or so would just be kind of just wasting your time waiting for the harder stuff to happen. And then you just have to get that perfect run, really, because you can fall, you can die.
It's one of them obnoxious VidMaster challenges. And it's also the thing where you have to be Xbox Live 4-player thing on at least heroic difficulty. So it's not like you could do it on easy and just clean up. Stupid achievement.
Exactly. And a lot of times with that game, you would disconnect in the middle of it also. If one person disconnects, the whole thing is done. Oh, wow. I did it 2 years ago. Yeah, see? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, that's one of the few I still need in ODST.
Did that with Michelle, Prue, and Weasel Pizza. So we tried.
I remember that guy.
Yeah. Remember trying many, many times.
And the last and possibly the most exciting thing that came from inside Xbox is the xCloud. At first, when I heard them talking about this, they're talking about, you stream your video games. I didn't much care. I that doesn't really appeal to me. But then the one of the people brought out a Xbox One controller with a little attachment that had their cell phone attached to it. So you're sitting there. So during the event, the person is playing Forza Horizon 4 while sitting there on her phone. That's cool. So in a way, we are now getting Xbox Mobile. Don't know if this will work for all games or just some at the beginning, but that's cool. And this kind of ties into what we were talking about a few weeks ago, where Xbox Game Pass on the Switch, we all like the idea of being able to play games wherever we go, on the train, at work, on the toilet, and be able to earn achievements. Mm-hmm. Now we can kind of do this, and you don't have to play with the Switch, assuming it all works well anyway. I don't know how well it's actually going to go. What do you guys think? Koosh, you up for this?
Well, I mean, I just got done reprogramming my VCR from Daylight Savings. So I don't understand this xCloud that you talk about. But yeah, I'm excited. Why not? That sounds pretty cool. Especially if I can, now I'm on a business trip or something, I can stream my game. I don't have to rely on my crappy laptop's gaming power. Instead, I'm streaming. So I'm dependent upon the crappy hotel Wi-Fi. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I definitely want to get in on this trial. I missed the Google one. So, yeah, I'm excited for sure.
Hey, Koosh, did you get the new Led Zeppelin 8-track?
Turn it up, man.
All right. If you got it, I'll trade you a Creedence Clearwater Revival one or something like that. Swap.
Old people music. What about you, Al? You going to be taking advantage of the xCloud?
Sure. I honestly missed that part of the show, so I'll have to take a wait-and-see approach for that one.
How about you, Corey? You interested in it?
Definitely. I don't expect it to perform the absolute best, but
definitely not.
I do think it will be pretty good if I can play some of these indie games like Minesweeper Genius, anywhere on my phone or whatever device, rather than my console. So definitely looking forward to it. They did say public trials will start this year, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get into the some of the early rounds there to kind of test it out.
That's actually something that's interesting. They specifically said that that the controller was attached to the Android phone. I don't know if I'm just reading into this too much or what, but it may be Android only at first and then go to iOS and all the other different platforms. They haven't mentioned that at all. Just something I noticed.
I think you're reading into it too much, to be honest.
I very well could. I do know that there have been other games that Android gets the early access first, so that's kind of what made me think of that, but I don't know.
Does it work on the Palm Pilot?
Yes. I think one thing to note, it's curious the way they worded things. B. Smiddle brought it up in chat and Discord when we were all talking about it at the time of the event, and he said that it works like backwards. They kept saying backwards compatible, and if you remember, developers have to opt in to backwards compatibility. So hopefully, xCloud isn't an opt-in platform, and it's just all your games, all your digital games. But I guess we'll see.
Quick show of hands. How do you think the pricing is going to work for xCloud? Is this going to be rolled into your gold? Is this going to be a premium service on top?
That's an interesting question.
They're going to
Real quick, I don't want to spend too much time. I mean, it's way far out. But what's your gut? Gut to your head.
I can
Gun
tell you
to
what
your
I
head.
hope. I hope that it actually is wrapped up into gold. Even though gold amasses millions of users, less users, I would imagine, would be better performance. So selfishly, yeah, throw it in gold. I'll be good.
If I had to pick one, I would be willing to bet that this becomes a premium option. I feel like this will be something that you have to pay not a lot, but maybe an extra $2 a month for it. But who knows? I mean, the way Xbox is also going, I could very well see them throwing this out there. It's this is just built into your gold. This is why you should play with us and, not PlayStation because we're better. And, you can now use the xCloud and play your games mobile. Don't know if that will happen or not, but if I honestly had to bet, I would probably put money on it'll be a premium service. What about you, El?
I think it'll be a premium service also.
And Mr. Poser of the question, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I the heart wants it to be gold, but yeah, I think it's going to be a premium, a little bit over the top, and that's cool because you don't need it all the time. So maybe if you're on vacation or you're out and you just need that extra Xbox, right? So that say rocker, let's say your girls are monopolizing the Xbox and you need some daddy time, you can just go and say, you know what, I'm going to pay the $5 this month. I'll play it on my PC. And you get that extra hardware, essentially, the virtual hardware. So, yeah, I can see them doing it premium, probably more than it just being a gimme.
Now, if it does go premium, what's the most you would spend on it?
I don't think I would get it all the time. I would probably do it, piecemeal as I needed it, and I would probably say, that's probably worth $10 or $15. The most, if I just need it that month. Yeah, if I need it just that month.
Oh, okay.
So if it's I just need a la carte this one month, the most I would probably splurge would be $10, $15. But if it's something I want it to go moving forward, hey, maybe this is a thing where I don't buy an Xbox now. Now I buy this service. So, it might be priced for that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I would hope 2 to 5, but
that's where I would imagine the price is somewhere between the 2 and 5 range a month. And maybe instead of, if it's $5 end of the year, that's, $60. So instead, maybe you get a discount if you buy 1 year at a time for $30 or $40. In which case, that I would probably jump on.
I didn't want to take up too much of our time talking about it. I mean, it is a moonshot at this point. Were there any final things?
All they said was later this year.
I mean, were there any final things added to the Inside Xbox? Or was that it?
What was the final thing on the rundown
final
sheet?
Final Fantasy games are coming.
Woo!
I know Corey's really excited for this. Wake up.
Sleeping.
Come on, Corey. You know you want this.
Not really.
Hey, Kenny.
Don't at me, bruh.
What's up, El?
Who's the star of Final Fantasy VII?
Joe.
Tifa.
xCloud. Hey.
Nice.
See what I done there, dude?
I see it. But we've got a slew of slew of Final Fantasy games coming. We got original Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, 10, 10-2, 13, and then Maxima, which I have no idea what that is. It looked like some mobile thing. Oh, is that one already out?
Did they announce something new today?
I think it was just repeating it. They're just saying it again.
I don't think the original one's coming out. Unless there's something I missed.
I might have misread that. When this was going on, the stream, stupid Microsoft, was cutting in and out, and I thought it said just Final Fantasy, so it might have had some
it's the same things
letters
we knew
after
about,
that.
but they're just making sure we know.
Don't forget, Final Fantasy's coming.
Exactly. So
I guess one other thing.
VII, IX, XV Pocket Edition, X, X2, XI, Zodiac Age, and Maxima.
Cool. I followed that. The other two have no idea what you said.
I'm glad.
The other thing that was inside Xbox, but it wasn't a game. Shazam!
Woo!
It is man.
I'm really excited for that movie. It looks so good.
We are not sponsored by Shazam or DC movies.
No.
It's like DC finally made a fun movie, so.
Right? I love this superhero. I can't wait for that movie. I just had to say it.
I saw the trailer in the theater this past weekend. First time seeing a movie in a long time. I was just smiling.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, this is a DC movie. Why am I smiling? Saw the new Marvel movie. Yeah. It's fantastic. Loved it.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Captain Wonder Woman.
There you go.
It's better than that. It's good.
All right, so we got a whole bunch of games coming from inside Xbox. Can't wait to play some of them. But as of right now, we have a bunch of games on sale. Koosh, what you buying this week? What's in your tabs?
Yeah, I don't think I'm buying anything new this week. Pretty much.
Who are you and what have you done with Koosh moves?
The problem is I have just about everything I want. So I don't think I have very many tabs open. But in terms of what I think is good and what is cheap, I like Candleman Definitive Edition. It's $7.79, normally $11.99. That's 1,500 gamer score. It's about 4 to 5 hour completion with 1.8K TA. So, that's fun. It's a good little platformer. It's got a nice gimmick of everything being dark, and you have to use your light to get around the level, figure out what's going on, and you have a limited amount of that light based on the length of your candle. So it's a pretty cool game. I enjoy it. So it's fun, and it's got some fast gamer score. Addition to that, there's 2 Goosebumps. Both Goosebumps are on sale. So for the 360 and the X1, we know how much Praux likes the Goosebumps. And he talks about it, or he had talked about it a lot. Yeah, Praux and the Cranny, you're right. And they are $3.99, normally $6 for the 360, and $9.99, normally $14.99 for the X1. They are only 1K gamer score each, and they range from 1.1 to 1.2 thousand TA. And they're quick.
If you use a guide and then you're a dirty cheater.
If you use a guide, yes. If you're a dirty cheater, dirty guider. But yeah, so I'm not buying anything, I don't think. Maybe they'll sneak a sale in that I haven't seen yet that tempts me. But
I bought some stuff.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Already?
Or what did you get?
That was a lie. I didn't buy anything.
But come on.
I bought some stuff last night from last week. I actually made use of the cart system for the first time.
Oh.
Cool story, bro.
It is a cool
did you
story.
add to your cart?
Just trying to keep you awake over there, Corey.
It's only a feature if you buy 2 or more things, though.
Don't you want to know what I got?
All right.
No.
Excellent.
That was last week.
I got the
Gnome's Garden
Wakapeil
2.
DLCs because they were $149 each.
Oh, that's cheap.
Because I hadn't had them yet, because I was annoyed that they came out with that DLC bundle for $1 cheaper right after the regular version came out. Well, the reason I'm mentioning it now is because at the last second, I picked up Albedo. I just wanted Waka to hear this and throw his phone or whatever he's listening to, throw his computer out the window.
Oh, for the love of God. That was terrible.
Can't wait. As far as this week goes, Spencer is a 1 to 2 hour completion. Have any of you played that one yet?
Yep.
I have
Terrible
not.
game.
Sweet. That's what we do as Achievement Hunters, right? Play terrible 1 to 2 hour games sometimes.
Absolutely.
That one is normally $7. It's got a little bit of a discount, $4.89. Would you recommend it at that price?
Only if you really want 1,000 gamer score. I would not want to experience that again.
Well, you don't have to play it again.
Jeez.
Luckily.
Speaking of things you probably haven't experienced lately, the Long Reach Around. Have you played that one?
I started it.
I actually completed that last week. I got that on my random to-do list.
You got the full reach around then.
I did. I was very excited to complete it. That game is a 1 to 2 hour.
You had to have guided it.
I video guided it.
Dirty cheater.
And as I was doing so, it was one of those games where I said to myself, I would never have been able to figure this out. I never would have done this. It's kind of point and clicky.
My only experience with it is blind, and I got to a point where I didn't know what else to do, so that's why I stopped playing it.
Yeah, you walk around as if it's a platformer, but you have an inventory system like it's a point and click.
That's one of those where you get that first clue from the guide, and then you just can't go off the guide, right?
Yes, something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So most video guides are about an hour, so of course that means it takes a good hour and a half to 2 hours if you're doing exactly what they do. With that said, it's normally $15, so I would grab it at $4.49.
Now that's a sale.
Yeah, check it out. There's a game called Rocket Wars, which I admittedly never heard of. Looks like a 2 to 3 hour completion, normally $8. Half off, it's $4.
I played the PC version, and I would say it took more than 2 to 4, so maybe there's something different. Is this the one I'm thinking? Or is this the one that's more like...
You might be thinking of Rocket Riot?
I am thinking Rocket Riot. Yeah, Rocket Wars is more like ICBM, or what was that PC game? Missile Command? Missile Command, yep.
Are you being old again?
I'm showing my age.
That's an old game.
You're going to cut that right out.
Have you heard
That's
of
an old game. I
Scorched
recognize
Earth?
the name.
Do you remember Othello?
Othello?
Are you talking about the board game?
With Desdemona?
Yeah.
Hardly Noel.
I'm talking about old games.
Desdemona! It's actually my favorite Shakespeare play.
So I think Rocket Wars is like Missile Command. But yeah, I don't know. $4 for Missile Command? I don't know.
And last on my quick sales list is the X-rated Metropolis Lux Obscura. 3 to 4 hours, normally $7.99. Got a little bit of a discount at $5.59. Pretty sure Corey mentioned this one recently.
I always see Corey playing this one late at night.
Yeah, and if you would have went in order of the rundown document, you would have heard me talk about it. I do recommend this game. It's very chill and very easy completion.
Play it when no one's around. No one can walk in.
Yeah. If you want the story bits, I didn't care for the story bits, but I still saw some bits, even on the play screen. So just be wary of young, small eyes, or your wife's eyes, and you'll be good.
It's perfect for your daughter. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Honey, this is what not to do.
It's just a real Frozen free-for-all type game.
All right, with that in the sales, that's not bad. We got a bunch of easy games. Let's head on over to the BCM.
Hold on.
Oh, holding tight. What you got?
It is not on sale, but it is a new game. The game is One Leaves, and I don't know much about it other than it's Play Anywhere and it's free to download. So go and get this game. It is some kind of walking sim horror game, as much as I know. I haven't played it yet, but I do know that it's supposedly
I'm interested.
Somewhat of an easy completion, albeit buggy. But
Albedo buggy?
I couldn't tell you. Our boy Kingsman was the first to finish it, though, and he posted some of his runs in Discord. But it does seem to be fairly easy completion, and it's free, so Might as well stick it in the sales section.
That's
One
perfect.
leaves.
Yeah, the description. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I've heard / read that Windows might perform a little better than the console version.
Now, the one thing I heard about the game is that it is the digital equivalent of an escape room. So that's my understanding of what the gameplay is going to be like.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, so I just pulled it up on TA. As of right now, it's got a 1.8 out of 5 from 15 different votes. So, that's
it
not
just
good.
came out yesterday as of recording, and
Okay.
today, the Bill's, he put out his guide, so like the walkthroughs are now out. So I expect that number to drop significantly.
Oh, okay.
I'll get on it quick.
And yes, like you said, big disclaimer right here on TA, the game is known to be buggy, so the achievements may or may not pop. So if you're a completionist, may not be your best. But Kingsman completed it, so it is completable.
Kingsman and Sasha Morning from our community of that 15.
Our community is nothing if not stubborn, so
That is very
if
true.
it can pop, it will pop. Motto to live by.
There's a gamer called Smearhoff. It's not Smirnoff, Smearhoff. Anyways, go on with your podcast thingamajig.
Now that we can continue, we will go into the BCM. This week is the more recent history category. Complete a game that takes place in a more modern time frame, 1700 to 2000. Koosh, what game would you like to complete?
Well, if you're like me, and Iron Fist of Snuff has rolled Valiant Hearts for your March game, March random game, then this is a nice bit of synergy. I'll be playing Valiant Hearts. I'm going to be going for the 360 version, which is only worth 400 gamer score, 525 TA. It's about a 6 to 10 hour completion. I have already
Arrow to the knee.
Yes, I've already done the X1 version, so this is basically a quick playthrough for me. I am doing a little bit of a no guide run, but then I am definitely when it gets late and I start missing collectibles, then I just go straight to the guide and get that done. Yep. So, and you have 2 to choose from. If you want to, you can do them both and get yourself 1,400 gamer score and roughly 2,000 TA.
That was an enjoyable game too.
Yeah,
I might add.
I love this this studio at Ubisoft. I mean, it's the Ubisoft Montpellier, and they do a bunch of the. I probably murdered that pronunciation, by the way, but they do a lot of the kind of the indie games, or kind of like the drawn games, like the Rayman Legend.
Child of Light.
Some other ones too. I don't know if they did Child of Light. Did they? I thought I looked that up.
I thought so.
But they're the cool kind of independent
Montpellier.
the indie arm of Ubisoft. I cut somebody else off. So what were you saying?
No, I think I was just going to say Child of Light.
I thought Rocker was saying
Ubisoft Montreal.
No, you're good.
Okay, well in that case, let's kick it to you, Rocker.
So just like last week, I had to do more research than it probably should have took to figure out a game in the the Dark Ages, or prehistoric times, ancient eras is what it was.
Pre-Renaissance.
And so this time I couldn't think of a game because I generally don't remember stories that much, and a lot of games that I come to play and think of are just like they just exist in their own world. It's not like in real time or whatever. So a quick search brought up 1979 Revolution, Black Friday.
Perfect.
So that definitely happened in the 1900s. So that one will probably be the one I go for. I don't know. Kronos talked about it. I'm pretty sure he enjoyed it and liked it. He streamed it before. I've dived it, but it's one of those Telltale type games. But I think it does have collectibles. So
It's an
That's
easy
the one I'm
completion
going
as
to try.
well.
That definitely helps my motivation with that one. So
And it's got buggy,
that'll be the one I try.
It's got buggy achievements of the good variety, where things will pop early before you expect them to.
Perfect.
My favorite kind.
You should get it
That,
done.
that reminds me, I
really?
should actually go back and tell you what Valiant Hearts was about, since I didn't even discuss it. It's based on World War One, and it tells the story of a family, and how the war affected them. So it's got some feels.
That's exactly what I was actually saying.
Oh, you're saying that?
I was going to ask you if it. Yeah, I was going to use your terminology exactly. If it got you in the feels, that's what I was going to say.
Yes. It definitely got me in the feels the first time I played it. The second time I played it, when you don't watch the cutscenes, it has a lot less impact.
Is it like a walking sim?
No.
It is. No, it is. It's a kind of a puzzle game, kind of a point and click. You're kind of going left and right. You're controlling up to 3 characters at a time, kind of trading off between them. You have a dog at one point that you can tell him where to go.
Oh,
And
wow.
he can go pick stuff up and bring stuff back to you you can't reach. So each character has a different set of skills, and you're kind of trading between them to get multiple collectibles per level and basically go from left to right. And that's how you're trying to get around it.
I just pulled up the screenshots for this. This is nothing the way I was picturing it.
Yeah.
That's
You should
not
play
at
this
all.
game. It was definitely.
Wasn't it Games with Gold?
It was, but I
Did
get
you-
the feeling
did you
Foofle
mention
said
that?
he never got it. So
I might have gotten it and forgot. I'll have to double check. Who knows?
That
There's
was
been so many
definitely worth
games.
your time.
What about you, El? What game you gonna go for?
Is this another one of those where you have to prove it and can't just say, well, it has modern amenities, so it must take place in modern
I'm going
time?
with a yes.
I was going to use
What
one
is
of
your non-proven answers?
And we'll tell you.
Oh,
no.
No, I did. I
I
did
I've
have,
thought that.
I did have half a thought to mention awkward. I mean, it's
Awkward.
It's present day questions, that's for sure.
Can you steal kind of Foof's loophole from last time where you pick an ACA game that has the year in the title? Like King of Fighters 99?
Yeah, probably, actually. I take
Yeah.
back 1979 Revolution. I'm going to play an ACA game.
That's actually really true. Yeah, King of Fighters, the 98. That works. That's
I'll pick 2000. I'll pick a different one. I'll pick 2000.
yeah. That's legit.
That's called the Foof loophole. Or a Foof hole.
But you can't do 2001 if they're
Damn
wrong.
it.
Yeah, because technically it says to 2000. But yes, the Neo Geo games, they should be able to work. And I have another easy completion, which I'm going to add to it for this one, even though I've done it. Haunted Halloween 86.
Hey, there you go. What's the full title there? You got to tell me, because I want to hear you say it.
Haunted Halloween 86?
Keep going.
TA only shows that.
All right, well, hold on.
Hang on. All right.
I know the answer, but
Dude, tell me.
I think Rock has got to say it.
Do I have to say it?
Look, that there curse of Possum
Come on,
Hollow.
Google. There you go.
Now it all makes sense.
What?
Yes. The Curse of Possum Hollow.
Ah, okay
Yes, it's got, featured
then. TA, fix that.
critter of the night.
I don't even remember that.
Subtitles. Anyways, yes, very easy completion there. Good pick.
Extremely easy.
Even Foof completed it.
Yeah, even Foof. Wait a minute.
It's like a sub 30-minute completion, I think.
Yeah.
Sub hour, maybe 30, maybe. I think it's can be done under 30.
Yeah, I want to say 30.
You can do it in under 30.
I've yet to experience
It's-
that gem.
Ugh, it's something.
It's
Well,
like
it's about
$10.
2 sandwiches.
Oh my god,
worth of
$10.
time for you.
Ugh.
Wait for a sale.
That's one of those.
Yes, absolutely
That's one of those
wait for a
interesting
sale.
things because some people, if it's an easy completion, don't mind spending whatever. But some people, when they spend more money, would actually like to get replay value out of it. Some people
Sure.
don't mind wrapping it up quickly, so it's interesting.
Yes. Very quickly, it's a very retro NES style game.
I hated it.
It's probably going to be 0 replay value, if I'm honest. But that's if you even get past 30 minutes worth of playing. So
I couldn't wait to uninstall it and then hide it from my list so I didn't have to look at it. I don't like those old games like that. But yes, I played it for 30 minutes and I got up, got food, and took a pee break in between there. So it's definitely sub half hour. It's very quick. And there's a nice guide on it. Let's continue into our community section of the show. We got a question. It's from Freemhole. He asks, what is your favorite non-gunpowder based handheld weapon? And this does not include vehicles or war machines. So for me, the very first weapon that popped in my head was the gravity hammer from Halo. That also is probably because I was just playing Griffball. I was a fill-in over for the Real Gamer Score versus Cross Atlantic Gaming match. Gravity hammer is so much fun.
What, they took you on their team? What did you? It's like taking the water boy off the sideline.
1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me.
Yes, don't you remember Vanilla Bunny telling us about that?
Yes.
And the Pedo Bear. I mean, Choco Bear.
Chocolat.
Gravity hammer is so much fun. You hit it, it makes a nice dong sound. Does a bunch of damage. I would love to play with that one. And then also the hidden blades from Assassin's Creed. Specifically 2 and all when you get the dual hidden blades. Whenever I played Assassin's Creed, I never really used the swords or anything else. I just went ham with the hidden blades. They're just fun to use.
How do you know they're there if they're hidden?
It's a secret.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Secret.
Wow. Secret of the ooze.
Yeah. What about you, Koosh? What are your favorite weapons? Yeah.
My favorite weapons. Yeah, I picked a couple. Let me see if I can narrow it down to just one. If I had picked just one, I would probably say...
you could say all those.
Okay, all right. I'll go ahead and say all three then. Right off the top of my head, I said the Bionic Arm from Bionic Commando. Just because I'm
Nice.
like, okay, what doesn't have gunpowder? I'm like, Bionic Arms. They don't have gunpowder.
Yeah, that works.
And that was a great weapon because it served as mobility. It served as a way to stun people. And then you could also move objects with it? I can't remember. I think it would actually zip you to a box or a crate if you tried to hit it with your arm. But yeah, so it kind of met multiple purposes, which is kind of what I was thinking. Like that makes a great weapon is the fact that it's not just a sword and it cuts things. No, I want a sword that also shoots laser beams and stuff. Then as I was thinking more about it, I was like, more interesting, the gravity gun from Half-Life. Definitely doesn't use gunpowder, but man, that gun was awesome when it first came out. Just being able to pick up objects in the room and fling them, that was so cool. You could use it to stack things in the room as well, so it served multiple purposes. And then, of course, lightsabers. They're awesome.
I'm kind of mad I didn't think of a lightsaber.
Yeah, you can cut things, you can block, you can throw it, and use force powers to bring it back. Super cool. And then the last was the Morpha Ray from Ratchet & Clank. Just being able to turn your opponents into chickens and and goofy little robots, super cool. So thanks for indulging me.
They need a remaster of Ratchet & Clank.
And give it achievements on the Xbox. Totally.
Yes, exactly.
I am there.
Okay, quick sidebar. What's the big deal with Half-Life? I don't know, I probably just pissed off a bunch of people listening to this, but I never actually played Half-Life. I tried playing Half-Life, I think it's the second one on the orange box. I didn't like it. Is it just one of those nostalgic things?
Probably.
I didn't play it, so I couldn't tell you.
I'm not.
I don't see it. I know everyone wants the third. I don't see it.
I don't have the nostalgia for it, but it was definitely cool, and it definitely was like the next level shooter for its time. But I don't have the nostalgia for it, so I can't really speak to that.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't love it, but it was many years after it came out. If you take it compared to, say, Doom, it had a much more complex story, physics-based puzzles and just a different world.
Okay, so just product of its time.
Everything combined, I think.
Gotcha. Okay, well, sidebar over. What's some of your favorite weapons?
Hey, do you think that the Lancer in Gears of War has gunpowder in it? I like the chainsaw part anyway, so we don't have to worry about the...
I was just about to say the chainsaw part's pretty awesome.
Just
I don't think the machine gun part works.
Chainsaw from Doom. Chainsaw from Redneck Rampage.
The BFG. I also
Chainsaw
like
from Left 4 Dead.
the energy sword from Halo. Probably should count.
Definitely. That counts. That's not gunpowder. It's energy. It's even in the title.
I mean, most weapons in Saints Row the Third would probably be my favorite.
Which one's your favorite?
Well, you're expecting me to say the dildo melee weapon again, aren't you? But there's another weapon that's up my alley. It is called the Fart in a Jar. And you throw it down and it stuns and poisons people and then you can shoot them. So it's just fantastic.
That sounds amazing.
It is.
What about you, Corey?
Well, I assumed he meant real world weapons, but then you guys start talking video game weapons and
games.
And then movie and TV with your lightsaber Star Trek reference there. So I originally wrote a Sunset Overdrive weapon, the hairspray bomb, to go with that motif. But Kush gave me an idea, and I thought of an even better weapon that does not use gunpowder. And
what's that?
Is a weapon that consists of other weapons. Oh my gosh.
It's a weapon with a weapon.
So, I'm going to tell
like
you
the
subsets before you get to the main weapon. So you have the power axe. Then you attach the power bow.
I like where this is going.
Followed by the power daggers and power lance. And then top it all off, the power sword to make the power blaster, brother.
That's, okay, you win. That's better. I like that more.
Yes, thank you.
Is this a Power Rangers thing?
Oh, God.
Maybe.
Yes.
Sure beats your Star Wars phaser there.
I changed my answer. Good pick.
As long as it's not the Keyblade.
Thank you.
How the hell did I not think of Keyblade? Dag,
because you're not
man.
Chin? I don't know.
Oh, man. I really should have put more thought into this.
Or Cloud's emo sword.
The Buster Blade, great weapon also.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's a lot of weapons. Now it's going to keep going. Let's get to the last thing. Let's give our community a shout out. All right? Take it away, y'all. Let's go to Proclamation Point.
All right. Kept me waiting tonight. Proclamation Point. Prowl of the X is now in the top 10. This is made up again. No more Virginia. That's not a real state. Oh, come on. Fine. He's in the top 10 of the Virginia TA leaderboard for Windows Phone. Oh, Jesus, foof.
What?
You just put any milestone that shows up on TA on here?
That's a legitimate milestone.
It is?
It's a leaderboard one.
Oh, okay, cool. Good job, Prue. Keith, 271179, is currently on a 1900-day achievement win streak.
271179.
There you go.
No. There's no way that is his birthday in European form. I doubt it. I totally doubt it.
1900 days, that's a long streak.
Redemption Denied is currently on a 5-year streak, so 2 long ones.
What did she say?
Beast Middle.
Smitty.
There you go. Has 650,000 TA score. Chip has 800.
His name changes every week.
I know. I wonder who keeps doing that. You got to stop messing with him, Koosh. We just got to blame Koosh for everything.
Time. It was not me this time.
Oh, okay. He has 850,000 TA.
Way to go.
Death Dealers has reached 80,000 gamer score. She's almost at a full foof for her career, and she just started collecting achievements a few years ago, she told us, so keep on trucking. Beer Me, that drunken fool, has gotten 250,000 gamer score. Nice job.
Way to go.
Toad Style Venom, a.k.a. Stan the Man, a.k.a. Luke Emia, has reached a milestone of 700 compritos. Wow. He's certainly underrated in the achievement community.
That does not say compritos.
It doesn't?
I don't think he has 700,000 completions.
You know why? He doesn't. He doesn't have 700,000 completions.
You can't just take everything he says.
Damn it! That's what he told me in chat.
Yeah.
No. Well, anyway, what I meant to say is that he has 715 completions in and 700,000 gamer score. So the word or the number 7 was stuck in my craw.
The number, not the word.
That's still impressive, though.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
But in true Elroy form, he plays nothing but ACA games, so meh. Not too impressive. Hi, Stan. Love you. True Marvelous has reached a new milestone of 42,000 achievements won. That's pretty impressive.
That's a lot of Chivus.
42,000.
You ready, Kush? You ready?
I'm ready.
Woo!
He loves doing that.
Is now third in the completed games leaderboard for Metroidvanias. I know he did SteamWorld Dig as his last Vayner. Curious to see what he will do next.
I know you scan it every week just to see something that you can report on for a woo.
You got to put something about him every week. Iron Fist of Snarf has reached a new milestone of 150 completions. Nice job.
I wonder if he's working on the BCM.
He actually is.
Oh.
That's why he can't play games. He's working.
And his bounty games keep coming every day. You know what they say about bounty? It's the quicker picker-upper.
Oof.
All right. And Elifet is now in the top 1,000 of Metroidvania gamer score. He is really kicking tail. All right.
Yeah, he recently completed Guacamelee, I think, right?
Yes, he was the first to finish the bounty for Guacamelee before it was announced. So I think I was second. So thanks for mentioning it. I want to give myself props. I would never talk about my accomplishments. Big L is now in the top 500 of the TA leaderboard of XBLA titles. Your favorite type of game. The 200 and 400 pointers. Although Guacamelee 360 counted as a 1,000 point XBLA game. If you did not know that, now you know that.
The educational portion of the show.
It is educational. The more you know. And with that, I also wound up in the top 1,000 of the completed games leaderboard for Xbox 360 Metroidvania and Metroidvania overall somehow. So that was the thing that happened. Rocker, tell us about your exploits.
Yeah, so at the top of the show, we talked about SteamWorld Dig, and that little nugget that is worth over 3,000 TA helped put me in the top 1,000 for TA leaderboard for Metroidvania, as well as the top 1,000 for Gamerscore, which I think that was the old one. But it was also my 100th completion. So that's
a good 100th completion.
Good job.
I think it also put me at 40% completion as well.
Look at those milestones.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a bunch.
Are you trying to clean up your completion percentage at all?
Not really. I don't care.
Our community has been killing it with the Metroidvanias.
You don't care?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the heat here. I really need to get back on my Metroidvania games. You guys
they're gonna hash
somebody
you,
not on this list.
I had a dry spell in February for sure with Mystic Bell. She put me for a loop, and I just did not want to go back to her. So I hit it hard with SteamWorld, and I'm looking forward to the sequel and kicking some butt. And I gotta catch up to Elroy. He's shown off too much at this point.
Yeah, I'm slacking. I need to focus. I need to buckle down.
She's a belle. Matriarch, currently on a 2,000-day achievement win streak. So 3 great streaks mentioned this week.
Everyone's streaking.
Not as good as mine, of course, but Wakapeil. Once again, doing us all proud. The Swedish sensation is now in the top 500 of the completed games leaderboard on TA.
Nice.
What's his count?
He's in the top 500 of the completed games leaderboard.
I'm looking that up.
I think he got 500 last week, didn't he? Yep, he's up to 505 now.
Nice.
And he completes quality games.
Yeah.
He doesn't mess around.
Nope.
There's a review game that he will be reviewing that he completed that has a ridiculous ratio right now, but I'm not going to spoil it. Oh, wait a minute. It's not a spoiler. He did it last week. Steamroll. It's currently sitting at 3,000 TA. And then, of course, there's this really hard game that he and Koosh did called Old Man's Journey. I completed that one this week, Koosh.
Good job.
Way to go.
Think?
I honestly did not like it as much as you guys did. I wish there was more variety in the gameplay. Playing on my Surface, and if you recall, my touchscreen went kablooey, so I had to play on the trackpad part of the Surface.
Like an animal.
I know. It's ridiculous. And I know I could have played it on the one, but if there's a game I could play anywhere, I will play it there, so I have stuff to play on the go. And that train one took like 5 or so tries doing it that way.
Yeah, I can't. A trackpad must have been murder on that.
Yeah. Once you get it down, it's not so bad, but it was pretty good, but I feel like you guys talked it up like more amazing than it was. I had a nice little another feels story, but the gameplay was just the same the whole time with raising and lowering hills to climb up and down.
As old men do.
That's what old men like to do. Speaking of old men, Elroy OMJ
Love that guy.
has reached a milestone of 15,500 achievements won. And in the community spotlight this week, I chose someone a little bit different. Philip Wendell,
I know him.
who recently participated in our Uno session, as well as he sat in with some in party during Crackdown as well. He reached a milestone of 400 games played. He has 7,750 achievements won. He's currently on a 50-day achievement win streak, so that's one day for every year he is. And he's closing in on 200,000 achievements. Gamer score, excuse me. And most importantly, recently, I convinced him from going using owned DLC to all DLC, the proper setting on TA.
That's the way to do it.
And I believe he told me he lost 7% or so.
Oh.
By doing that. So he's going to work his way back up, I swear, or he swears.
We shall see.
And he's currently at 58.7 completion percentage. So not so bad.
That's so good.
That's great.
It's a nice completion percentage.
He has 157 completions out of 400. So not so bad. Philip, good job. And to everyone, keep on going, and one day you'll be in the community spotlight. Salutations.
All right. Well, that'll do it for the show, or for our portion of the show. You can always follow us at all the usual places. Check us out on Mixer, mixer.com/AH101. If you'd like to send us a Twitter tweet, we are on Twitter at Achievements101. If you also like to listen to us, we're on a couple of different platforms. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Libsyn.com, iTunes. Check us out wherever you would like to listen to us. And
don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
And do us a favor. Like and review us. It really helps. Easy way to support the show. Be sure to join in on the conversations. Join the Discord. We're all there. Come say hi. Discord link is discord.io/AH101. All right, guys. Class dismissed. See ya.
Nighty.
Boing.
And now for something slightly different. I'm Wakapeil, and you can all thank Kingsman 2625 for what is about to unfold. It all started last Friday, and what a day that was. Quick Don't Die alerted the Discord that the free-to-play Battle Royale Realm Royale is populated by bots if there are not enough players around, coupled with the fact that the game features region select and barely anyone plays Xbox in Asia. To further decrease your odds of running into another player, you can disable crossplay. This means that you rarely run into other human players while playing on the Asia-Pacific servers. To top it off, Realm Royale's achievement list is surprisingly easy for a free-to-play game. If you are decent at third-person shooters, this is likely a 10 to 15 hours completion for 1000 gamer score and 2700 TA. Realm Royale is a spin-off from the more successful Paladins. After a successful launch on PC last year, the player base has plummeted, leaving few human players even in the more active regions, with bots mitigating the low player count. A match will always begin with close to 100 contestants and is usually over in less than 20 minutes of looting chests, potions and abilities, while tracking down other players and shooting them until they turn into chickens and hopefully a flurry of feathers. There is also a crafting system where you can break down other items into shards and use them at forges to craft new items. While the game is class-based, there are few differences between classes, with bonuses in their specialized abilities and weapons. Any class can use any ability or weapon dropped in the game. The biggest difference is that the player-crafted weapons and abilities at the forges are tailored to your class. While the crafting might sound daunting, it really isn't, and most of the game is very streamlined. You always have unlimited ammo and only have to worry about clip size. While the map is huge, you can always mount up with a press on the D-pad if you are outdoors, and if you want to go even faster, there are catapults scattered across the map that you can use to launch yourself into the sky. The bots are not the sharpest tools in the box, but they can be deadly, especially in close quarters. They do seem nearsighted and deaf, as they rarely notice you until you are really close and in their field of vision, making it easy to sneak up on them. While some of the bots surprise you with their movement and accuracy, others are not as bright. Calling them dumb as dirt would be an insult to dirt. Bots frequently just stand around in the middle of an open field or get stuck in the terrain or doorways, leading to many of them getting killed by the fog of death that shrinks the playable area during matches. Getting the 10 crown reals asked of you is not very challenging, but you can make it even easier for yourself by teaming up either in duos or 4-player squad matches. The bots have zero understanding of teamwork and randomly roams the map or gets stuck drooling in the middle of a field or confused by an open door or a rock standing in their way. You have to be really sloppy to lose a team match. I've played 4 squad matches to help out with the 4-player achievement that asks you to have the entire team alive at the end of a match with 100% success rate. All of those 4 matches was with 1 or 2 players that had never played the game before. Isret, Skeptical Mario and Philip Wendell in fact got their first victory royale before they got their first kill. Aside from achievement requiring 4 players, there are only 2 achievements that might prove tricky. One achievement is for turning an opponent into a chicken from 800 or more feet. The reason for this being difficult is that 800 feet is right at the draw distance, meaning it is right at a distance you can even see the other players. I highly recommend boosting that one unless you get really lucky. The final achievement that might give you trouble is getting more than 10 kills in a match. This is not as daunting as it sounds if you are decent at third-person shooters, and I frequently did it, but it is down to luck if you even see 11 opponents in a match. If you want to make this even easier on yourself, team up with someone to let you get the kills after you've turned the opponent into a chicken. For the completion, you're asked to get 50 kills with each of the 4 classes. One of these will likely be your final achievement. In the end, you'll likely average between 5 to 10 kills a match once you've figured out the game, and I for one did enjoy this grind and even kept playing after getting the completion. It might be worth mentioning that the publisher is known for dropping significant title updates with tricky achievements. I personally would not mind this at all. Skeptical Mario regaled us of his plans to space out his 200 kills over the coming days, but within 3 days he had the completion, which is about as long as it took for yours truly. Realm Royale is a fun game even against bots. It's even more fun against actual humans, but the completion will be way longer if you choose to go that route. If you've been intrigued by Battle Royales but find them too intimidating, Realm Royale is an excellent first Battle Royale to try out the format. It doesn't provide the highs of the big games in the genre, but rarely gets low with its smooth performance, colorful graphics, good simple gunplay and excellent chicken music. The dropship captain deserves special mention, as I've never seen anyone so happy and enthusiastic for dropping 99 persons to their deaths. Wakapeil's Realm Royale carrying services are open for business for a limited time. Tour the fungal forest, beat the treasure goblin until it pops like a piñata, and shoot yourself out of catapults. Participants are encouraged to obey orders like, shoot that guy, help, I'm a chicken, and check out that sparkling thing over there. Starting at the low price of free 99 imaginary nada bucks. Victory Royale guaranteed or your money back. Remember to never forget,